I think for us is that what we have seen about the mind and how huge impact, and actually all of the impact on everything we're doing, how big of a role that plays has like totally changed our outlook on the world and on everyone we talk about. So it's like, it seems to us as the most important and the most like the best thing we could be spending our time on, because it is truly, like what you said, learning for life. And it's something that helps people, not in an instant, but something you take with you in a way. And it affects everything in your life, and it affects everything in the lives of the people around you. So it's the most leveraged thing, because it captures change at the source. So the human mind is the source of all change. So we thought if we want to spend our time trying to make change happen, we should really be saying that at the largest scale possible. So we thought, let's talk about it in a global context. So that will be my why. It's like, this changes everything. The human mind is the source of all change. I want to spend my time talking about that. I know what you would say more.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a really interesting evolution of starting with my own learning about my mind, and really just a few pivotal things that changed, but they changed so dramatically that it allowed for so many more things to become possible in my life. And I'd just say, in summary, the biggest change is the realization that I'm creating my experience of life moment to moment from my own thinking, as opposed to feeling like sort of the hapless victim of circumstances or what happens in a given day, or everything from how the people around me are behaving and their moods and how nice or mean they are to me, to whether or not, you know, the subway takes a long time to show up, and all the everyday things that I used to think of as causing my feelings that I now know for a fact don't, has frankly just brought a lot more ease and enjoyment to my life. But it's also brought a huge amount of possibility that I don't think I would have seen before with my previous understanding of the mind. So that education and that piece increased my well-being and opened up a world of possibility to me that wouldn't have existed had I continued to see myself as at the effect of life as opposed to the creator of life. And then from that personal realization, it just became clearer and clearer to me that all of the stuff that we look at in the world is suffering from the same level of understanding or misunderstanding about that. So everything from how common it is for people to be really stressed out at work, and kind of the level of pressure and stress and burnout that's become normal in the world, that doesn't look the same to me anymore because of this understanding. And that's why I've made it my career to share this with people, is because I noticed that simple adjustment changes everything in their life and their work lives. And then you can even see beyond just how an everyday human experiences ease and well-being versus stress and pressure, then ripples out to larger issues like organizational issues and social, cultural, global issues. The fact that, you know, essentially if people are in regular, constant, or persistent states of bad feeling, then bad behavior is just normal. So people do things like drink and do drugs, or people do things like commit acts of violence, and people do things like live in a lot of anger that seems really justified if you think the world is happening to you. And so you can kind of see how the society we live in, or the global stage that we're all looking at, is a result of our current understanding of the mind. So the reason I do this work and share this with as many humans as I can possibly get in front of is because I can totally see that, to Eirik's point, it's the one thing that would change everything. Is the new understanding of the mind not only makes my life a lot simpler and easier, but it makes the human race coexist in a way that's wildly more peaceful and successful and sustainable.